is respect, responsibility and resilience, the core of Indian classroom culture. As a mark of respect and gratitude, we now invite Ms. Uma Maheshwari, Assistant Professor of ECE, to felicitate our Principal Dr. Ushaa Eswaran with a shawl. Dr. Ushaa Eswaran, Principal and Professor at Mahalakshmi Tech Campus, Chennai, brings 36 years of distinguished experience in teaching, research and academic leadership. She holds a PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering with specialization in signal processing and wireless systems. Her vision has driven Mahalakshmi Tech Campus towards excellence in quality education, research culture and faculty empowerment. In this concluding offline session, Dr. Ushaa Eswaran will present her reflections on the 3 R's: respect, responsibility and resilience, and their importance in building effective teacher-student relationships and value-driven classrooms. We welcome you to deliver the lecture.
So today my session topic is respect, responsibility and resilience, the core of Indian classroom culture. So when we talk about the Indian culture in teaching, it has a very strong foundation compared to any other culture. So this is made mandatory in this FDP, and as a coordinator I feel very proud and privileged to stand before you to talk about this, because I do feel a lot of difference between our ancestors, our teachers, our father, mother, grandparents or whoever it is, and the future generations. What we have seen earlier, which we call as respect, I don't see it nowadays. So not only whom I am addressing, but I think all the faculty members will also accept with me that they also don't feel or get that respect from the future generations, and they feel just gaining knowledge is in everything. It's not only gaining knowledge, what you can learn from a robot. A teacher is a teacher, so there should be a basic respect for teachers which were there in ancient days. And when I talk about that, and now when you understand why most of our Indians are shining in even different countries in topmost positions, though we are not born there. Can you recall all those people who are CEOs and directors in big MNCs? Are we not feeling proud of it? Yes. It's not just knowledge, because we gain knowledge from foreign countries. We feel they have more technology. We feel they are experienced. They have better labs. They have better research centers. invented. All those things are because people have learned with a lot of respect from their tutors, the mentors. The mentors will turn you from stone to diamond. So, first of all, we need to understand a teacher is not just a human being. A teacher is not someone who wears a tag. A teacher is not someone who teaches you maths, physics, chemistry, that anybody can do. The only profession which I feel which cannot be replaced by AI is teaching profession. If at all a teacher is going to behave like a teacher. Because teaching is not a job. Teaching can never be taken as a job or career even. It is a service. No teacher can be paid. If you calculate, I worked for 8 hours, give me this much. I worked for half a day, give me this much. I reduce half day salary, I give you 1 hour permission, 1 hour extra I work. I'll work for another 1 hour. If somebody is talking about hourly basis, then they cannot consider themselves as teachers. It is a 24/7 dedication. We are getting salary because we need money to survive, that's all. But we cannot expect anyone to pay to a good teacher. They cannot pay to a good teacher at all. So for such a teacher, basic respect, whatever you show, is going to give you a lot of blessings and lot of learnings. Learnings are something for life. Studying and writing exam is something else. Applying that in your life is only going to make you successful. So we should feel proud of our Indian culture. So the first one is respect, responsibility and resilience. Respect is the foundation of Indian education, teaching students to value teachers, peers and knowledge itself. So whatever knowledge you gain, you should feel proud, not with ego. Don't take it onto your head. How much ever you study, still lot to study. How much ever you have learned, you have a lot to learn. Never feel proud that you know everything. Never feel egoistic. Respect whatever knowledge you have gained and whatever knowledge you are going to gain. And respect creates the harmonious environment needed for effective learning. So you need to have a very effective learning. Suppose you are not respecting your teacher and you have some enmity with the teacher, whichever subject they take, once they come into the class only, you will start having an aversion towards the subject. Teacher is the one who makes a difficult subject easy and an easy subject difficult. And they are your mentors for lifetime, not only for getting your assessment marks. There are people who wish the teacher, especially the first year teachers, only till you complete your first semester. Once your maths subject is over, no, maths comes for 3 semesters, so definitely you will wish for 3 semesters. Physics, again it comes for 2 semesters. English comes for 2 semesters. If there is something called chemistry, it's there only for 1 semester. So you will wish the teacher for 1 semester. If that is your attitude, you can never come up in life. You can never come up in life. Even my maid, if she teaches me something, I will respect her. I really respect her, and if I feel it is genuine, I'll follow her instructions. You need not have to feel shy to follow anybody's instruction if it is going to go do something good for you. And everyone who teaches you is a teacher. So learn to give respect, and the second one is responsibility. So responsibility, how many of you are taking accountability for each and everything, whatever you do? Even success or failure, whatever it is. You need to take responsibility. Yes, I am responsible for this. You just put the blame on others. So this is not the way you should put the blame on others, because it is your life, it is your success, and it is your failure. Nobody else is going to give you any sort of, they'll only get you. They are not going to fail. You are going to fail. So if they are not going to give you inputs, then you have to create some or find a new way and not find a fault on others. Then resilience is very, very important. You need to have that mental strength so that you will be able to face any sort of consequences or any sort of challenges. Excuse me, I'm seriously ill, so I'm not able to stand. Kindly excuse me. So building mental strength to overcome challenges, persist through difficulties and adapt to change. So after COVID, I think every one of us have seen nothing is predictable. Anything will happen in our life. Today you are with something, you cannot expect same thing will be there next minute also, next second also. So how to overcome that and how to live with the new challenges is what is the challenge. So from student life, you need to develop this resilience, be it your school or college examination or failing in exams, or not able to perform well in spite of you prepared well, or any sort of failure, whatever you face. If you are failing, there should be some reason for it. Learn the reason why you have failed. Get up. Failing is not failure. Not getting up from failure is what is a real failure. When you fail, you learn. Unless you fail, you will not learn. So don't worry, but try your best. In spite of that, if you fail, find the reason why you failed. Don't blame the teacher. I've already told you all about this in the inaugural. There was a cricketer, I told you about this. I don't know how many of you listened to this. There was a cricketer who wanted to have his name in the Indian cricket team. He was so desperate. He said, somehow my name should come in the Indian cricket team. So what he did, he was studying in an arts college. The college used to give him holidays for playing. So he just recently played the Ranji Trophy, and it was just a one gate he has to pass. But in the Ranji Trophy which he practiced or he played, he could not score well. He got out. But that out was not genuine, according to him. Because ball came and it did not made us see he was just moving the bat and the ball came. He only know that the ball did not hit the bat, but the umpire said he was out. So what he did, what you would have done and what he did. If it is you, you are so desperate for that Ranji Trophy, and you know pretty well that you have not touched the ball, you will on the field fight with the umpire. Because this is my everything. You are so desperate and you have not done a mistake. So how will you spare the umpire? So he will ask you, prove me, why did you make me out? I did not do a mistake. Like this, he didn't speak anything. He just went away. Then after some time, like after the next match is going to happen, just before the next match, 1 week before, he came to college. He came to college and he was writing notes for his exam. When every one of the classmates saw him wearing a gloves and writing the exam, they were all scared to go near him because they thought something has happened to him. Because he did not clear the Ranji Trophy match, he has gone mad. Leave him like that for some time. Then the next day also he came with gloves and he started writing the notes. Then his friends asked him what happened, why. He just smiled and continued writing. Then they were so scared, what happened to him? Okay, what is there if he doesn't clear Ranji Trophy, some other work he can do. Then they called his parents, and his mother spoke and she expressed, I am also worried about him. He's not even removing the gloves while sleeping. While eating also he is using spoon with the gloves and eating, and we are all really scared. Please talk to him and find out his problem. Then the friends all discussed and they took him to a canteen. Then they asked, why are you behaving like this? Shall we go and see a doctor? You have any trouble? He laughed and said, don't worry. You all know that I did not touch the ball, but still I got out in Ranji Trophy and I went home and played the video number of times. Why the umpire would have arrived into that solution? I should have a reason for it. He should have a reason for it. Then I kept a headphone and clearly listened to the sound. I could hear a click sound when the ball crossed my bat. So it was not the mistake of the umpire. Then where is the mistake? Then again and again in slow motion I tried to verify. I could see that I was wearing old gloves. It was loose. And when I was moving my hand, the glove sound was picked up with the microphone and they declared it as out. So what a man he is, he took sole responsibility for his failure. He did not blame anyone. Then I bought a new gloves and now I am practicing with the new gloves because it is very tight. If I happen to go directly to the match and play, my concentration will be only on the gloves. I will not be comfortable to move my fingers. So I am getting used to this. I am avoiding or I am getting rid of all the hazards or whatever hurdles I may face during the match. My focus is winning the match. No point in blaming anyone for your failure. If you want to be successful, rectify your mistakes and make sure even if somebody find a mistake, make sure that they don't find a mistake. Then everybody understood why he did. He played the Ranji Trophy and he got century. He was in our Indian team for very many years, and he is none other than Rahul Dravid. See, people cannot come without pain. No pain, no gain. And no point in blaming others. Escapism. Blaming others is escapism. Similarly, responsibility. Accountability. If you fail in exam, tell your parents, yes, because of my negligence, I failed. I should have performed well. Don't blame teacher did not teach well. Teacher did not give me time to write the exam. I don't have notes. You didn't buy me a mobile. You didn't buy me a car. Because of that, I failed. See, these are all not the solution. If you want to come up in life, you have to find a way. There were people who never had lights when they studied and invented so many things. So, think of all those things and see that it's not coming.
The other hand.
So this is what I said, the historical context of Guru Shishya Parampara. You have heard about Gurukulas? So how the Gurukul and how the modern teaching, in both the places, students are sitting, teacher is standing. Right? Some places, teacher may sit under a tree and teach in a Gurukula, but struggle is always for teacher. Comfort is always for students. So in this Gurukul, video is going on completely. So in Guru Shishya Parampara, it is an ancient Indian education tradition where knowledge was passed from the teacher to student through a sacred personalized relationship. Dating back to Vedic times, this system formed the foundation of education in India, with students living in Guru's home. Have you heard about it? In some movies you will see. They will do all the work for the Guru, carrying water from the pond, cooking for the Guru. Everything they will do for the Guru. With students living in Guru's home for years, receiving not just academic knowledge but moral and spiritual guidance. This is what I said. If you want just a knowledge, nowadays the robot teachers are there. Just you plug in, listen, writing exam, you have ChatGPT. Why do you require college and all? If at all you have this moral values, that is taught in your college or school by your parents or teachers in your younger days, then you will never think of cheating anybody through ChatGPT. Clear? You are coming here not to prove yourself you know the answers. Not others. Prove to yourself. Yes. I have learnt. I understood the concept. I understood the concept, and now I will be able to apply the concept to resolve a problem in this universe. That is what is education. So unless you have that moral ethics and morals in your mindset that I should not cheat anyone, I should follow integrity, I should not do any mistake even when none of them are seeing me or watching me, because you are seeing that when you are doing that mistake. It's not none of them are seeing, you are seeing. That's enough. You are conscious, you are conscious, and above all our Almighty. So you should never think of cheating anybody at any time. Be true to yourself. So these are all taught by the Gurukul Acharyas. Learning robotics, AI, this is easier than this. But without this, that will not work out. These are all the roles of the teachers. It is not completion of syllabus in your class. How much moral ethics you are going to teach them every day is what is going to give value to you as well as for the education what you are giving to the students. That is why how Indian culture stands out from other modern institutions. We can take all the technology from modern universities, but we should never leave this Indian culture to our Indian students. And Indian students may also want to dress like an American or talk like an American or change your lifestyle like different countries. All those things are fine, doesn't matter. But you are born in India, and you need to carry some Indian culture in your hormones or whatever blood is running in you is from our culture. So if you look, for that only we have value. Why others are in other country they are valuing Indians? Why foreigners are coming here and coming to temples and coming to learn Vedas? Lot of things. Why those people are coming here? They know the value. They know our value, but so many things like turmeric, pepper are all of biggest demand outside. India is famous for so many things, but we are not knowing the value which is near us. We are only thinking about what we have. We are born in this type of universe. Why did the God bring me to this house? Why did the God bring me to this college? Right? Everything is written. Nobody is forced to do anything. Today, if I have to come and do this session, I did this planning 6 months back. If it is yesterday, I could not have. I was in hospital. After the session, I am getting admitted in hospital. So, it has to happen, it will happen. You don't have to worry much. If it should not happen, it will not happen. But put your efforts. I tried my best to reach here. With great difficulty I reached. I never thought I could come out from the sofa and sit here or stand here. God should give me that blessing because I sincerely wish to do. So I think He is blessing me. So efforts will never fail. Sincere thoughts will never fail. Respect each and everything. Respect each and everything. Everything is important in life. We don't know which moment is a turning point in our life. Whose words are turning point in your life? Listen carefully and consciously to each and everyone who you listen to and respect them for whatever lesson they teach. Even if it is a bad lesson or a good lesson, learn it. Somebody cheats you, learn why you have been cheated and never get cheated again. That is a lesson. I thank my cheaters actually. I become more alert. Because of that person, one of my sins is cancelled. I suffered. Fine. Out of 1,000 sins, one is gone. Right? So everything happens for a reason. You would have left in your previous birth something and He is coming back and giving to you. That's all. Respect everybody. Learn from your mistakes. Everything starts with respect. Every human being, irrespective of their age, expects respect. Everybody feel happy when you respect them, irrespective of the cadre. Everybody is human being, and if we are going to discriminate between two human beings because they are gender-based, or position-based, or power-based, or money-based, we are fools, because everybody is created by God uniformly. If you are discriminating, then you are discriminating or you are commenting on the creation of God. You don't have any rights. You are also a common human being like others. You are no superior, I am not superior. Nobody is superior. You are doing what you know, I am doing what I know. That's it. You have to be very down to earth. You have to be how much down to earth, simple you are, you will be blessed. You will be respected. Proudness pops out little bit also. It will be seen in your body language. You don't have to say. Your body language will speak. So learn all these things and respect your parents especially. Never underestimate their powers. One single drop of tear from your parents will destroy us. Nobody will sincerely curse you, but the tear coming out of mother's eyes is very powerful. Very, very powerful. For us, from the beginning, you are seeing them as mothers, so for you it is a very simple thing. Oh, she is my mother only now. She is my mother only. But mother, irreplaceable. Nobody can replace your mother. So reverence and respect. So in ancient Indian education, students did not see their guru as just a person who taught lessons. They viewed the guru as a living embodiment of knowledge itself. They saw the guru as a knowledge, not as a physical human being, not as a lady or a gent, whether she is wearing a sari or chudidar, or they don't see all those things. They saw the guru as a knowledge, complete knowledge. How divine it is. Almost sacred. How you go into the temple, how will you feel? So much sacred. This attitude of reverence and deep respect formed the emotional and moral foundation for learning. That is why they were able to learn so much from the gurus. They did not comment any guru. They did not whistle against any guru. They used to touch their feet like a god. They looked at them like, you are my entire knowledge, you are going to enlighten me. Give me knowledge, I will learn. For seeking for knowledge. So that is something amazing. The belief was that learning could only happen when a student was humble and devoted. We should listen to the teacher. Teacher is not to give you any sort of deterioration in your life. They are here to see you climbing up in your life. So listen to the teachers. And respect for the guru wasn't just politeness. It was part of spiritual and cultural value system. Then how do we connect that to today? This ancient mindset still influences modern Indian classrooms. You can often see a hierarchical relationship between teachers and students, meaning teachers are placed on a higher level of authority and respect. Students are expected to listen carefully, not interact, and show deference. What is deference? Deference means showing respect or courteous regard for someone else's opinion, wishes and authority, much like in earlier times. So students should listen to the teacher's class. When the class is going on only, we could see the students talking amongst themselves. That is not the way. If the teacher is not a fool to come and stand in front of you all and spend their energy to teach you or make you more knowledgeable. You are fool. You are foolish. You are wasting an enormous energy and enormous knowledge which the teacher is waiting to give you. They will come with 100% interest. The way you behave, what will happen is that will come down to 80%. Okay, why should I give this much? The students are not interested. Then again some students will make noise. They will talk here, distract the teacher's attention. Naturally, the teacher would have come prepared for the class and she or he wanted to teach properly, sincerely to the students. And if you are not interested, which teacher will be interested? That 100% will drop down to 50%. Who is a loser? Tell me who is a loser? That's all. So why we are not asking you to do like Gurukul doing Guru's job at home and all. We are only asking you to do your job. And in the class, listen to the teacher, give them respect and listen to whatever they say. So, then teacher is a sacred figure, learning required, devotion and humility. Now teachers still command strong respect and authority in classrooms. Result. The ancient reverence shaped India's modern educational hierarchy. Still we have that hierarchy that students should respect teachers. And all these things are in the hands of the teachers and we have to inculcate all these things to the students. Respect in Indian classrooms. How respect is distinctly experienced in India? Often hierarchical, linking teachers, elders and students, and critical distinction between respect as admiration versus fear. I tell this so many times in my teaching career, more than 30 years of teaching experience. I used to tell my teachers, many people used to comment on me only, you don't look like a principal, you are not very strict, you are very friendly to everybody. Because of my health, you are seeing me like this. Otherwise, first I'll come and talk to everybody. I'll be affiliating more with people, talking to the students. See, it is not taking a stick and beating and getting a fear from students. That is not what I want. They are also human beings. They have come to take something from us. We are here to give something. That's all. No way they are lower than us or they are coming here to take punishments. It is not like that. Punishments will never change a human being. Please believe me. Just by punishing any student by making them kneel down, stand outside, failing them in internals, failing them in university practicals or lab exams or theory exams, it is going to make them worse. My only definition for strictness or anything is self-realization. You have done a mistake, you realize and change yourself. Till then I will not leave you. But not by punishing, but in my own way. One day if you realize your mistake, that day is enough for me. That will happen. I had a student in Avanti Engineering College, Vizag, back in 2008, I think. He was a chain smoker. I used to be a counselor for many students. How much ever I told his father was a handicap, he was having a telephone booth. That in those days they used to run telephone books. Now you have mobile phones. And very poor family. I said, where will you get money and your health is getting spoiled? He used to be my pet student, but he never listened. He said, I can't, ma'am. I got into this habit, I'm not able to come out. I said, you want Ushaa ma'am to be in touch with you, talk to you? Once you leave that habit, don't call me immediately. Leave that habit and survive for 3 months minimum without taking that drug again. I'll be waiting for your call. You call me. 4 years over. Till the last moment he did not call me, he did not see me on the last day also. See, even then I felt that as a respect for him. He was not able to come out, but he also took my words seriously. He didn't come and meet me or talk to me because he could not leave the country. I think around 10 years back, I received a call from him. He is in Saudi Arabia now. His name is Srinivas. I remember even the roll numbers of my students. That much I used to. I will not lift my head while take attendance. If I hear a different voice for a different roll number, I can find it. So that much I used to be with the students. And I was so surprised. I didn't ask anything. I'm happy she was. He called me. It's understood. Why should he call me? He didn't even call me for his wedding. He called me means he stopped from that habit. So the punishment was not for him, for me. But for him, coming back and talking to me was really important because he understood I told for his benefit, his health. It may take some time. Some students take longer time to understand, but still, a punishing in a physical manner or reducing marks, you come down from the level of teacher when you do that. Never ever do that. There was one more student who made me a teacher. I was in industry for 8 years. And I forgot all Laplace, 4 years, everything I forgot. I was in R&D. I feel proud to share you that in 1989, barcode reader project. Nowadays we go to shops to scan our barcodes. I was the hardware engineer in that project. I was from the scratch of the research till the production of barcode in 1989. So after 8 years, my husband is a retired commander from Indian Navy now. So he was traveling from places to place and I could not get the industry job wherever we went. So when we were in Vizag, I got one teaching job. That time BTech was sufficient enough to get a teaching job. So I took a job, but I don't know anything what to teach. 8 years, no touch with the subject. Then I went and they said, we have only two subjects. One is electrical technology, another one is switching theory and logic design. And one more pulse and digital circuits. So in that we need some calculations and all, very difficult for me. So one for information technology, one for EC, one for three different branches was my first and I don't know ABCD about electrical technology. Whatever we study only we forget in some time. Then I had to go for tuition to teach. So I used to take my two-wheeler and I many times crossed the college and gone 10 12 kilometers and came back. Because in my mind, how am I going to take class? That was there running in my mind. So when we go with that body language, students will also understand that this teacher is not confident. So students should ask questions, but not by challenging the teacher. Isn't it? Not putting the teacher into trouble. And it's an Andhra Pradesh place and I'm a Tamilian and except English I can't converse them with it. Purposely they'll speak in Telugu. And there was one boy who used to sit with his gang in the last bench. His name is Jagdish. He used to just I will try to start the class and somehow I managed to proceed. Within 5 minutes he will ask a question from the last bench. My boy, let me finish the class. No ma'am, in this step itself I have doubt. Explain it. Of course, I will do extra preparation when I go in. Whatever I do, I'll do proper preparation. But still, if I had taught that subject once, the next sem it would have been much more confidence and doubt. Somehow I will manage. The same thing happened 1 week. One sentence I will tell, immediately you will stand for doubt. I don't want to scold in front. I never do that. I will never scold. I may scold in general, but I don't point out a person and scold in front of students. I don't want to embarrass them. The age of the students whom we see in engineering colleges, around 18 to 21 or 17 to 21. It's a very risky age where for them, in front of girls, if you say something, they cannot back. Their image will get spoiled. So we have to understand that. So I could not scold him because everybody is a native of Andhra. I am a Tamilian. I cannot do anything. If I speak anything, I'll have to go out of my job. So many consequences are there. So what to do? Then after 1 week I decided, okay, next time let him start, I will find a way for him. He again stood up. I smiled and I called, Jagdish, please Jagdish, come to first bench. Because so many times we had to converse in the class. You are in the last bench, I am here near the first bench. Very, very difficult, Jagdish, please come and first I need to divide him from his team. He is able to talk because of his friends. They are making him talk. After coming to the first bench, he didn't open his mouth. I finished my class happily and I came to my staff room. Then he came to staff room. First word what he said is sorry. I said thank you. Ma'am, you didn't embarrass me in front of my class. You bagged me for 1 week. I feel so ashamed for behaving like this. And I said thank you because you made me a teacher. If I have faced one Jagdish, I can face 1,000 Jagdish in my career. So he will be the first person to greet me on Teachers' Day every year. Whatever I did has imprinted in his mind so much that his respect for teacher has grown like anything. So treating the students will give back our respect. I believe in that. When they do a mistake and we also punish them, there is no difference between you and them. How to handle a child differs from child to child. But understand one thing, nobody likes to be degraded in spite of even if they have done a mistake. Not only them, even me. Anybody blame you, you don't like them. Even your inner conscious know you have done a mistake, but still you don't like because they have said it out. So you don't like them. Instead, if they have told that you are wrong, find out why you are wrong and correct yourself. That is the way of proceeding further in your life. So that's what I was telling, respect from admiration. The students should admire the teacher. So teachers should behave in such a way to inspire your students. Students should wait for your class. When my physics man will come, when my computer science man will come, when my maths man will come, what new the teacher is going to teach me today, which I can't get in the textbook. The students need not come to college if they can read that from textbook. What you are going to do something beyond textbook, that is when the teachers will be admired. And if the teachers are not biased, another thing is you should not be biased for the students who are studying, who are not studying, whether your student is failing, boy, girl, if the student belongs to your district, your language. Okay, these things nobody likes. Everybody should be treated equally. So you should create stronger student-teacher bond, not friendly bond. There should be always a line between a teacher and student. And promote genuine learning. Genuinely you should help the students learn. Respect from fear. If you fear for someone based on threats and punishments. Create psychological distance, inhibits creative thinking and questions. So inhibits means it will not allow you to ask questions, you will be with fear. Focuses on complaints only. So only rules if they follow, then they may not be coming and talking to you properly. So in nurturing respect traditional values and modern practices, in traditional approaches we have morning prayers. In schools we used to have this prarthana, Guru Vandana, ceremonial honoring of teachers, incorporated where we are not getting even a salute from these people. One wish of good morning is not there. I recently went to Sevalaya. There are nearly 3,000 students studying there. 3,000 students, they are giving free education, free food, free books. Every one of the student came and asked. That is what is required. Actually, I feel they are blessed. They are blessed to be brought up in that. What is that is going to come down from you if you are going to give a wish to your teacher? Nothing is going to come down. Tomorrow you will see teachers wishing you. At least to remind you that yes, I am a teacher and you are supposed to wish me. So these are all basic things which you should learn. Cultural celebrations and heritage awareness, teaching values through everyday interactions, modern practice, open dialogue between teacher and student, inclusive practices celebrating diversity, collaborative projects fostering mutual respect, safe places, spaces for expression and questioning, constructive feedback and growth mindset. So growth mindset is one more thing which is very, very essential. Today, if you are not able to understand something, it is only today. Tomorrow it will change. That belief should be given to all the students. Nobody should feel bad that I am not. Can you write A when you are 3 years or 2 years? Then you did not study alphabets. As you grow, as you get maturity, you will know everything, you will learn everything. It is only Y-E-T, 3-letter word, yet. I don't know yet. That's all. Till this moment I don't know. Next minute I may know. You should have that confidence and you should have that hope. Hope is what is important in life. Things will change. Any second will change your life. Okay? Don't lose your hope. So responsibilities in Indian education, roles of students and teachers. Student responsibilities, maintaining regularity and punctuality in classes, completing assignments and homeworks diligently, respecting school property or college property and classroom environment, supporting peers and participating in collaborative learning, balancing academic pursuits with character development. Character is very important, my dear students. Once you lose that, you will lose everything in your life. Teachers' responsibilities: serving as role models of ethical conduct and values, creating nurturing yet challenging learning environments, providing individual attention while maintaining discipline, bridging traditional values with modern educational needs, building character alongside academic knowledge. So these are all the responsibilities. Then academic responsibility and life skill development. Academic responsibility in education: students develop strong academic accountability through structured practices. Self-discipline: completing daily homework or maintaining notebooks and preparing for regular assessments or any competitive exams or anything you prepare. You have to focus with determination. If you want to achieve something, you have to focus. Then collective study, group projects or peer teaching that foster teamwork and mutual accountability. And time management. Everybody has not only 24 hours. The student who is scoring well as well as the student who is failing has 24 hours only. Then life skill development. It is not only the knowledge, you need to focus on life skill like leadership, cultural awareness, community service and adaptability. Resilience. I said resilience is mental strength to face any challenge. Forging resilience through challenge. Competitive environment. Whatever you are facing now, your cycle test or your internal assessment or anything. Anything like if you say tomorrow there is an exam, that is a challenge. Tomorrow there is a lab exam, that is a challenge, of course. But more than this in life, you will not get better challenges. If you face these challenges, and a Tamil medium student who have to perform an English exam or subjects in English, that is a challenge. But now this is the time you can come through that challenge. Travel through that challenge easily because you don't have other challenges. You have only one focused challenge. Come through it. Then academic rigor. Whatever new syllabus, curriculum, new technologies which your parents might not even know to teach you at home. All those things are challenges. Suddenly we will ask you to buy a laptop and come for practicals. It is a challenge. It's not for our benefit. We are not asking you to give to us for your benefit because now all our latest technologies, you need computers. So your brother would not have got, but now we need. In classroom itself now this new curriculum, you have Unit 1, relevant lab, Unit 2, again lab, Unit 3, again lab. It is not separate lab alone. Separate lab is there. Apart from that, in regular theory itself, we have, every unit has lab. So that will be done in the class only. We cannot take you to lab every hour. So you have to buy a laptop and it will be useful because all our AA-based syllabus has come. Then students from various backgrounds develop adaptability. So now if you are in hostel, then you will have to adapt with it. First day it will be different. Second day, third day, 1 week. Some people would not have survived for 1 week also. When you are at home, you will feel, when I will go to Chennai, I can just go to malls, I can just go and watch cinemas, I can see a lot of girls, I can enjoy. Oh my God, my house was far better than this college. Now I can't even open my window. Right? So what we think may not happen, but whatever is happening is for good. sign only, don't worry. Then resilience benefit is mental strength, capacity to manage stress. Capacity to manage stress. This is very, very, very important. Stress management is what people are undergoing now. Not able to manage. Too many things in one plate. Too many things. So, you have to develop that resilience, emotional regulation. You should not get too angry, you should not be too happy on something. Balance. Balance your emotions. Adaptive thinking, growth mindset. So enhanced academic performance will be there, effective stress management, competitive exam success, collaborative support. How the 3 R's contribute to the global success of Indian students in universities, research and corporate leadership. What are the 3 R's? Respect, responsibility, resilience. Okay? If you learn all these things and if you teach all these things to the students, how they are going to be leadership and innovation. 30% of Fortune 500 companies have Indian origin executives in leadership positions. Indian CEOs lead global tech giants including Google, Microsoft, IBM, Adobe. Over 15% of startups in Silicon Valley are founded by Indian entrepreneurs. All my classmates are in US only. Everybody is owning a company. Now they have retired, almost that age they have attained and they have retired. But everybody was in every big company, my classmate will be a CEO. Because I studied in 85-89. That time engineering, only creamy people will get the seat. Not everybody will get the seat. Very difficult to get engineering seat. They will definitely go to bigger levels. Now I can say my batchmate is a CEO of Royal Enfield. Govindraj, Royal Enfield, you all know? That company CEO is my batchmate. He studied mechanical, I studied electronics. Because he is in India, I am telling you to understand. So respect facilitates effective collaboration and cultural adaptability in diverse global environments. Responsibility builds reliability, accountability and leadership qualities valued by organizations worldwide. Resilience enables persistence through challenge and adaptation to new environments and students. So, at last we have come to the last slide. Conclusion and takeaways. The way forward, preserving Indian values. Students and teachers, please remember, let us not become totally modern. Let us prevail or preserve the Indian values. You know, in foreign countries, they chant all sort of Vedas. We forgot everything. They are chanting now in the schools and they know the value. So respect beyond hierarchy. Balancing traditional reverence with mutual respect creates psychological self-learning environments where students learn. So we don't even see the hierarchy, we even give you respect. Depends upon how you behave. And responsibility empowerment, cultivating personal accountability alongside collaborative responsibility prepares students for leadership in a global context. Adaptability, resilience, mental strength developed through academic rigor translates to life skills that serve students throughout their personal and professional journeys. So future outlook is integrating technology while preserving core cultural values. Integrate with technology, that is not a problem, but don't forget your core values. Expanding personalized learning approaches that honor collective responsibility. Developing global competencies while maintaining cultural identity. Creating balanced assessment systems that foster resilience without excessive pressure. So thank you so much for your time.